Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to talk about round of error problem that exists in the YouTube community tab. First of all, thanks to all students who are entering the answer in an honest manner. For this question, unfortunately, all the 9 students picked the wrong answer. That means 100% of the students gave the wrong answer. However, if we count the total here, are we getting 100? No. We are getting 99%. This is where the round off problem comes in. For example, how many students answered calcium here? Can we find that out? It says 44% and the total students answered is 9. So this means if it is 50%, 4.5. So therefore it is less than 4.5. So it is 4 students because 4 by 9 we can't divide, so put a 0 and raise it to the decimal. Now we can do it 4 times. 4 times 9 is 36, remaining 4 we can't divide, put a 0, and then this will be keep going, isn't it? So therefore what we have actually is 44.44%. But the YouTube enters the value as 44, neglects 0.44. How about the second one? How many students picked titanium as the answer? If it is 22%, then it is 2 by 9, isn't it? We can't divide, so put a 0 and raise it to the decimal. Now we can do it 2 times. 2 times 9 is 18, remaining 2 we can't divide once again, so this will be keep going. The actual value is 22.22%. 0.22 is neglected and the value entered is 22. Likewise, how many students picked scandium as the answer? So here it is 4, here it is 2, and therefore remaining is 3. So therefore 3 by 9. 3 by 9 is 1 by 3 and that is equal to 0.3333. That will be keep going. So it is actually 33.33%, which is entered as 33. So basically we are neglecting 0.44, 0.22 and then 0.33. So even if we add everything together, it would be 99.99%. But the thing is, when it is mentioned as 99%, it almost appears like 1% of the students gave the correct answer. Is that true? No, it is not true. 100% of the students gave the wrong answer. It's not like 99% of the students gave wrong answer. It is indeed 100% of the students gave the wrong answer. Round of error problem would become a big issue in large scale financial calculations because small inaccuracies would compound over time and the results will be disastrous. It is a serious issue even in long term simulations like chaos theory, where initial conditions are very sensitive to the final outcome. So therefore round of error needs to be corrected. Let us look at this example. Total 16 students answered the question. 38% of them gave the correct answer. So if we add everything together here, then we should get 100, right? But are we getting 100? No. 9 plus 6, 15. 15 plus 16. So 31. 1 remaining 3. So we are getting 101%, not 100%. Why this happened? Once again, it's due to round of error. What the YouTube platform actually doing is, if it is 0.5, it is writing it as 1. But if it is 0.44 something like that, it is neglecting 0.44 and entering it as 0. So that is what is happening here. Now If 38% of the students gave the correct answer here, then 62% gave the wrong answer, isn't it? 62% gave the wrong answer. But if we count this one, this one, this one, are we getting 62? No, we are getting 63%. So how that 1% extra came in? It is due to round off error. Let's find out how many students picked this answer. If it was 8 students, then it is 50%. 8 students, 50%. 4 students, 25%. 2 students, 12.5%. So that means if we combine these two, we are getting somewhere closer to 37.5. So therefore, the actual value here is 37.5 because it is 6 by 16. So if we divide 6 by 16, we can't divide it. So put a 0 and raise it to the decimal. So if it is 60, then we can do it 3 times. 3 times 16 is 48. What we have remaining is 12. We can't divide, put a 0. And then we can do it 7 times. So 112, remaining 8. We can't divide, put a 0. Now we can do it 5 times. So it is actually 37.5%, which is rounded off to 38. Likewise here too, it is actually 37.5%, which is rounded off to 38%. And then if it is 19%, it should be how many students? 3 students, isn't it? 3 by 16, we can't divide, put a 0 and raise it to the decimal. Now we can do it 1 time. So it is 16, remaining 14, we can't divide, so put a 0, 140. So we can do it 8 times because 8 times 16 is 128, remaining 12, we can't divide, so put a 0. Then we can do it 7 times. So then it is 112, remaining 8. So we can do it 5 times. So it is actually 18.75%, which is rounded off to 19%. And then 6% means how many students answered it? So here it is 6, here it is 6, here it is 3. So 15, remaining 1. So only one student picked this answer. So 1 by 16, 1 by 16, if we do the calculations, it is actually 0.0625 multiplied by 100. So it is 6.25, which is entered as 6%.